Now, when you think of Wavin, you probably think of Hep2O push fit fittings. And you probably think they're the fittings where you need that key to actually demount them from the pipe. Then Wavin came along with the keyless system where you can push them in, twist them, pull the end, and it demounts itself without a key. Well, did you know that Wavin actually make press fittings? Yes, they do. And they make them for the big, larger jobs, so the commercial jobs, the schools, the hospitals, the old people's homes, those kinds of jobs. And they are completely different from this system. So on October the 8th, 2021 in Southeast Asia, Wavin launched to the world the Tigris system, and they gave us the M5 fitting, which you can see is made of brass, and they gave us the K5 fitting, which is made of plastic. So let's get on with it and find out exactly what these fittings and systems are all about. Now, before the launch of the M5 and the K5, Wavin already produced the M1 and the K1. So what are the differences between those types of fittings? Well, there are 4 differences in the fittings. The first one is the number. And no, it's not just because one's called K1 and one's called K5. That actually means the K1 could only use one type of jaw for the press fit machine, whereas the K5 and the M5 can use 5 different types of jaws for the press machine. So that kind of gives installers more opportunity to not having to go out and buy new jaws for the fittings. Now, the next difference between the fittings is what they call OptiFlow. So what they've done is they've increased the diameter of the fittings here, which they say also makes it an easy fit. The OptiFlow feature ensures a 50% greater flow rate, which can reduce pressure and heat loss and Legionella contamination. On the Easy Fit side, the fittings are designed in a way that the pipes are guided onto the sleeve into a straight line, so the O-rings are protected from damage during installation. So the fourth and final one is this has an acoustic alarm which sounds if it leaks, and this acoustic alarm will sound with air and water, and we're going to be trying that out later. Acoustic Leak Alert, when air or water leaks out of the unpressed fitting, will produce 80 decibels of noise, so it can be easily heard on a very noisy building site. So they are the 4 differences. It's wider, it's an easy fit, you can use more press machines, and this has an audible alarm if it's not pressed properly. Now, because you're using a press machine to press these fittings on, you can't use the standard Wavin Hep2O pipe or inserts. So we need this special multi-layered pipe. I'll talk about that in a minute. So what happens with the pipe is when you push it in to the fitting, you can see at the end here there is a little window, so you can see it's gone full socket. Wavin calls this its in for sure system, so in number 4 and sure system. So it used to be a little leak hole in here in the K1, but now we've got this little clear window, so you can look at the fitting 360 degrees around before you press the fitting to make sure it's gone full socket. So there's no need to mark the pipe to make sure you have gone full socket. The Wavin multi-layered composite pipe comprises either of an internal layer of cross-linked polyethylene or PEXC, like this white pipe, or PE with raised temperature resistance, which is the PE-RT. The aluminium layer in the Wavin pipe is manufactured using butt-welded technology. This gives a secure aluminium layer with no variations in thickness of the aluminium or the finished pipe, and ensures a reliable seal when the pipe is connected to the fitting. This aluminium layer also gives the thermal length expansion pretty much the same as a metal pipe. Now the pipe comes in different sizes compared to the standard push-fit Hep2O plastic pipe. They come in 16mm, they come in 20mm, and they come in 25mm. It comes in 32mm, and it also comes in 40mm. So they are what we call oddball sizes. Now this white coloured pipe is really designed for hot and cold water, and the blue pipe is really for underfloor heating, radiators and low temperature systems. Now you could actually use those two different coloured pipes on a job to be able to identify all the different systems when you come to testing them. Now with the older K1 system of fittings and pipework, Wavin say you needed to use these deburring tools. So you get the deburring tool, you cut your pipe straight and you use proper cutters. You're not using an hacksaw or your teeth. And then you're just placing it in and then twist it, and it deburs the end for you and chamfers it to allow it easy into the fitting. But because these fittings are always easy fit, Wavin say there's no need to chamfer them. You still can if you like, but they reckon you don't need to because it just fits in easy. Now let's have a look at pressing this K5 fitting. Bit of an angled elbow. So the gun I'm going to be using is this Wavin gun, which is basically the standard Nova Press gun, which quite a lot of other manufacturers use. I think it's been made for Wavin. And I think the jaws we're using, because it's all worn off, and looking at the profile, I think this is the U profile. It's either the U or the U pink, we'll find out that in a minute. So like all the other press guns, you just load it up. So we make sure we've cut it straight, as you can see. We've not used the chamfer thing because they say not to. We're going to go full socket, so you can see hopefully there that that's gone full socket. Now when we place it into the jaws go either side of these flanges. So it sits right in the middle. Now again, I'm looking here and I can see it's gone full socket, and like all others, you just press the press machine. And you can see it's pressed it. It still see its full socket, and hopefully it doesn't leak. So we'll try it later down there and see if, well, we'll have to make a leak so we can see it. So now it's pressed it, it's actually got U just written on it, and you can see by the profile that it is the U jaws. So that's how easy it is to press these fittings, and how you can see whether you've completely pressed it or not. Now let's just show you this audible alarm. What I've done is I've got a piece of 15mm copper and I've pressed it on to the fitting. Now it feels like it's never going to come off and it's got a good grab, but if it hasn't sealed on the O-rings, which it shouldn't do, when we blow through it, it should make a whistling noise. So it's going to be 80 decibels, so cover your ears. Are you ready? How cool is that? It's like a referee's whistle. So, that worked. So let's get all this equipment downstairs to the bottom workshop, and what we'll do is we'll make a frame up. I'll not press one completely. We'll pressure test it with air and water and see what happens, see if we get the whistle. And then we'll probably might score a piece of pipe and see whether that one actually presses as well, because they reckon if you score along them, then there's every chance it will leak through the O-ring. So come on then, let's go and try that.